Yeah. So in 1988, um, Robert and I had both graduated from college, and we took a trip to Europe. And so we had the usual kind of Eurail pass and spent 2 months traveling all around. And we ended up towards the tail end. I'd been on an exchange program in Germany several years before. So we made our way back up from Southern Europe through Yugoslavia and Austria and Munich, and then we ended up in Belgium. And we went to the we went to Brussels, and so then we went to Waterloo to see the battlefield. And of course, we didn't have a car or anything like that. You know, we had to take the bus, and so we really didn't get around much of the battlefield just because of time and sort of logistics. Um, but that's I think that was the only battlefield we visited when we were in Europe. When we went there, we didn't have time to or didn't have the sort of wherewithal to go up to Normandy or out to along the Maginot Line or anything like that. We were kind of a little bit more focusing on I don't know cathedrals and museums and all that jazz.
Yep.
So
No, I lived in Mons for a year, not too far from this area. Up a little bit north of the northwest corner of the map, there's a little village called Villersaville,
okay,
and there was a and it's actually the ruins of an old cathedral is there. So that was a
huh?
really neat place. That had been bombed out, I guess, during the wars.
Yeah, when
So,
when I was staying with this couple of different families in Germany there in the 80s, um, they were talking about, oh yeah, and here there was this large forest that was behind this one fella's house, and so we'd go walk back through there, and he said, oh yeah, this there used to be a castle back here, but during the war they used the castle as an ammunition dump, and it got bombed and just blown to smithereens, and no one bothered. It's just like, okay, we're not going to build this one back again because it was just nothing left but a crater practically.
yeah.
So
What parts of Germany were you in? Because I lived in Germany for 2 years too.
so I
That's
was in Westphalia. I was there in Munster, um, and and so I was in a couple of little towns just outside of Munster. It was with Rotary International. My dad was involved with the Rotary Club, and they had an exchange program where you know kids from California would go to various and sundry places, and so I had a choice to go to I think Germany, Japan, and I don't know where the other spot was. So I decided to go to Germany and spent, gosh, a summer there with them, and then the Germans came and hung out with us in California. So it was a good program, and then I had my, obviously you make friends and had a lot of fun. So then I would go back every couple of years. I'd work, I'd save up my money, and then I'd go and I'd spend a summer back over there traveling around or whatnot. So it was pretty cool. Um, so
I was
do I hear the dulcet tones of Albert?
yeah, it looks like
I hadn't said
everybody's in here.
anything.
Oh, okay.
I'm here though.
Well, good.
Looks like everybody's here.
Hey, everybody's here. Robert's here too.
I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah. So Robert, I was just telling some stories of our various and sundry travels. We didn't make it to
Oh,
Ligny, but we did make it to Waterloo.
Waterloo. We did see the panorama.
Yes, yes,
Yep, been there,
Hmm.
done that.
yeah.
Hmm.
So, yep,
And then
it looks a little
we
different now than it did then. There were fewer cardboard pieces lying around the countryside. So, we'll
and
have
we
to
did
work on that.
march from France uh to Smolensk and back too, I think.
Yes.
Just to experience it.
Oh
Mhm.
yes, definitely. We definitely experienced it. Yeah, I think
Oh,
the most interesting rail trip we took was the one from, was it from Istanbul to Vienna? This was
That was
very much
cool.
the non-Oriental Express. It was very much the whatever the cattle version of the Orient Express could be.
The worst train though was the one in Greece from
The one from
Athens
Athens to
to
Istanbul. Oh my God,
that
yeah.
was the worst.
That's why they stopped in the middle of a swamp, which is where the border was, made everyone get off, surrender your passport. Then the Turkish officials would rough up all the Greeks that were on board the train, and then it'd go across to the Turkish or to the Greek side, and the Greeks would rough up all the Turks that were on the train. I mean, it was just like, I guess, I guess some things never change. So,
No.
but what I liked was in the Europe on $30 a day travel book we had. It said the train was now only 1 hour faster in the 1980s than it was in like 1912 when it was first open, when the line was first opened. So I'm like,
And
okay,
better take the bus. Yes.
yes, indeed.
Yeah, see, when I was in there in the 70s, it was Europe on $10 a day.
There you go.
Well, inflation from the
Yeah.
70s to the mid 80s. We had a little bit of inflation there, didn't we, in the late 70s, as I recall. So,
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, it didn't affect me. I wasn't making a lot of money, nor was I spending much. But I'm sure my parents were less than happy about it. So,
Yeah, but that's what parents are for.
exactly. All right. Well, I think everybody's on board. Do we have any questions before we get started? To my knowledge, it is the Prussian 4 p.m. turn. Um, no one's on a level.
I guess they're all
So
dead.
it's the chance for the Prussians to get their revenge on the French for everything that the French did in the previous turn.
With
uh-huh.
what? Yeah, with what? That's
Uh,
the question.
with your Landwehr, just keep throwing the
There you
Landwehr
go.
forward. Eventually, the French will get ground down. That's the
Uh,
theory.
that's the
Oh, yeah.
theory.
I think you got more people than we do, so grinding down is not a good strategy, maybe. So, okay, well,
Well, you're
okay.
playing for you're waiting just until the Russians and the Austrians arrive,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
it's a different story.
The Russians and the Austrians, that's a long time. They're a ways
Very long.
away.
Yeah. So Against the Odds magazine is coming out with a sort of a reprint and maybe a reboot of the game they had a few years back called Beyond Waterloo, which
Hmm.
is basically okay, here Napoleon's back and so he wins Waterloo. Okay, then what? you know? And so it's kind of looking at things from a larger scale, sort of operational or maybe strategic scale. So I'm looking forward to that one. I put an order in for it, so that should
Oh,
be an interesting
does that
game.
come out before or after Clume?
That's coming out before. I think it's scheduled to come out here in 2023. I hadn't seen when Clume was going to be, or is it Colm or Clume? I can't remember.
I don't know what way to say it,
Clone.
but
Hmm.
Well, it's the one where your namesake gets captured or surrenders. So
yeah, it's Van Damme, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I'm not sure when that one is scheduled to come out. I hadn't seen um, any firm timeline on that one. Um, but maybe
Isn't
maybe
Van
that'll be coming
Van
out.
Damme is Van Damme is an actor in the movies, right?
Jean Claude Van Damme.
Oh, that's
And
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
there's
that's
another guy,
that's
yeah,
if
that's
you
another.
if you've ever seen Albert with his shirt off, that's immediately who you think of.
Well, heck,
That's
if you just had Van Damme and Chuck Norris on our side, it would be all over.
Or Arnold. We could have
Or
Arnold.
Oh, you
an
could have
Arnold
Arnold. He
Yeah.
is an
and
Austrian
Stallone
after all. You
and
could have Arnold
Stallone. Yeah.
Schwarzenegger here. I don't
Have you
think
guys?
of any equivalent French bodybuilder that any of us can think of. We have Jacques Cousteau. He will place limpet mines on your units as they cross the stream at Ligny here. So
There you go.
Have you guys ever heard of the YouTube series called Hitler Rants?
no, what is it?
They do funny things like they use the Hitler rant scene in one
Oh,
of
from
those.
that movie, yes, where he's in the
Yeah,
bunker and the
yeah, he's
Soviets
in the
are all around
bunker,
him. Yeah.
Oh, the
and
bunker.
they use that, but they write different scripts to it. Like the one I really like is when he finds out that the Aggies, the Texas A&M Aggies, are not going to a bowl game or something like
That's pretty
that.
funny.
He does. There's a lot of them like that.
Yeah.
They use the same scene over and over again, but they
They just
cleverly
put
put
different subtitles in. There you go.
it right.
Oh yeah, Alistair is saying the movie is called Downfall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've seen that, and I haven't seen the whole movie. I've seen that little section because apparently that's
It's a
super.
well famous section.
Yeah, yeah.
What was the one? There was the bunker with what was it? Anthony Hopkins played Hitler. Was it that one?
I don't know.
Oh, there is a movie
There's
about
one called Downfall. I believe the whole cast is German. The whole thing was done in German,
Oh
which is
no, it
why
was
then you could put subtitles
Hollywood.
of anything you want underneath it, unless you're a German speaker,
it. Yeah.
and then you'll have a good hoot because I've just seen that scene, um, you know, and but I haven't seen the whole movie. So
Yeah.
apparently though. From what our viewers who are watching, they've said that it's a great movie. So we'll have to see if
It
I can
is. I'll
find it
bet.
on Hulu or Amazon or something like that. So, all right. Well, Robert and Albert, did you guys want to chat and have a little
Yeah.
powwow before you decide on what cavalry charges you're going to do and all that good stuff?
Okay. All
Well, you don't
right.
All
have
right.
to. I'm just asking.
Well, okay. We'll go down there and pretend we have some strategy or something that he won't know about. So, okay.
Yes.
Let's see. All right. Let's go to the.
Isn't it called making it up as you go along?
Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
go to
that's
the
pretty much
headquarters
it.
and talk about phase 5A. Okay.
All right.
Yes, and then David, you and I, we will follow Napoleon's maxim: don't interrupt your opponent when they're making a mistake.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I have been on the receiving end of that maxim more than a few times. Where I'm going like, afterwards, I'm thinking, why didn't I just slow down a little bit? Why was I in such a big hurry? So, oh well, that is how the universe goes sometimes. Well, how are things looking over at your end of the line? I know we're supposed to be getting a new core in at the top of the next hour or
Right.
thereabouts.
I think I mean, I'm, I've got him on on the setback here. He's trying to bring in a bunch of stuff, but most of it's landware. So I'm not really that concerned with it.
Yeah, yeah, it is. He's got a couple of, looks like only a couple of regular line infantry, and as you say, the bulk of it does look like it is um, Landwehr. So, but he's got so much of it,
Yeah.
it is going to get a little bit messy. So, yeah, I didn't have too much success kind of turning him out, but I think once I start getting some more troops up and shooting at him, I should be able to like grind him down pretty fast. So we'll see how that goes with fire combat stuff. I think that's the best way to kind of get him out of those special structures. Um, and then that's it. So yeah, we'll kind of have to see what they decide to do. They've got a fair amount of stuff that's kind of come over to my side. They still have a lot of reinforcements coming in there behind Ligny, Um, and but I think that's pretty much it. What's coming up the road is the last. That's the last brigade that's part of the Third Corps, and I don't know that they're going to get, a whole lot of the Fourth Corps. It looks like it just comes on in little dribs and drabs.
Yeah. So definitely, yeah. No, I'm curious, and every time he's tried to push back, it usually has ended up worse for him.
Well, part of the problem is it's because he's got to make a morale check, and so his guys are not um, the best and brightest, so to speak. So that could definitely have it's a real crapshoot sometimes making those attacks. Um, so yeah, I don't know. He's in a tough spot. I think if he can kind of, I mean, the hexes that are on the other side of the bridges are still technically Ligny, and you still have a bunch of those hexes here, right? He's got 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 4 hexes still that he's well, more than that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got about 6 hexes over still on the south bank.
Yep.
Yeah, you just need to try to use the skirmishers, I think. That's going to be your best bet. And that's what I'm trying to do over on my side. So.
Well, I've got that one. It's down to, he's only got 3 left in it. We'll see if he can. And the one, it's not a special structure. It's just a town hex.
Right. Yeah, he's got one that's nearly dead. I think one increment more and it's gone. So yeah, all of the stuff is pretty badly banged up. So okay, well, bit by bit, try to grind our way through there. I think we've got. Oh, we forgot to roll for the weather, didn't we?
We did. We discussed that at the end of the turn.
Last time. Okay, well, we need to make a note to remember to roll for the weather the next trench turn. So we keep doing that. Not that there's a chance that there's going to be anything per se. In fact, as I recall, it was pretty not a large chance that there's going to be a thunderstorm or anything like that in this scenario, from what I remember.
The chance is not high, and also then when it does, it can affect a little bit, but it's on the whole.
Yeah, I mean, it's not blowing snow at Eylau or anything like that.
Yeah.
So, okay. Yeah, and Mark, aka Clark Commando 1983, has been playing Ligny. He got the game, and he's been peppering me with questions about some of the special rules. All right, Mark, I will point out some of the stuff. So he's asking, where are the steep? So Mark, the banks that have this darker brown, basically running from the Chateau Ancient, all the way up here to this northern, cultivated hex. These are all the steep, banked and restricted stream that runs through Ligny, and so those are the ones that have limited ability to cross over and stuff like that. All the other stream hexes are just regular stream hexes, but those ones that kind of run through the town are more problematic for people to cross. All right, you gentlemen back?
Mm-hmm.
Hooray. All right. Well, do we have some cavalry charges?
Um, nope.
Okay, no cavalry charges for Albert. How about you, Robert?
I think Robert stepped away for a second.
Oh, is he not connected?
Maybe he didn't come up. I don't know what he.
No, I'm back. I'm back.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. So,
All right. Did you have any cavalry charges, Robert?
no.
Okay. I guess we can go straight to time movement and shooting and all that good stuff. So, Albert, do you want to meet me down in game room 1?
Okay.
Okay.
Get down there.
Okay. All right. How are you doing, Albert?
Okay. All right. So it's 9:22.
Yep. So we're looking at 9:37 as our stop time, more or less.
Yeah. Close to that.
Okay. Let's make it 9:38 then. Give you an extra 30 seconds.
Okay.
Where do you want to start?
I'll start up here at Giron de Villers.
Oh, okay, with the new stuff that just came on. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. And all right. Five, that's 5. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. Okay, that's 6 to there. Okay, 5. 6, 7, 8. Right to there. Okay. Now then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11. Okay, I need 3 for a change, right? 10.
Is it cavalry? Yeah, it costs 3
Yeah.
to change formation.
Okay.
It's got more cavalry than you can shake a stick at.
Whoops. Okay. And okay, so now 1, 2, 3. 9. Okay. 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 And up in here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Where are you at now?
I'm up the end of the cavalry
Ah,
flank.
okay. The guys that had routed you, bring him forward.
Yeah, he's not routed.
No, he'd been routed earlier, so
he'd been routed earlier, right?
yeah.
God darn it! This is I feel like I'm channeling John Minich sometimes.
Yes.
Okay.
Somewhere it happens. I mean, yeah, last week when I was playing, I kept hitting the Control C marker and putting out of command markers on top of everything when I meant to hit the Control X mark and turn. So, all right, we've got a stellar group of people watching us.
We do.
We do.
So, will they announce which ones announce themselves as stellar?
Well, we've got a gentleman, Wardrobe Plays WW2. I've watched stuff on his channel. Let's see, we've got James Whitmere, also from Southern Ontario. William Arnens, also from Kitchener, Ontario, one of our regulars. Michael Simon and Mark from Lodi, California. And we got Alistair Logie. Not sure where Alistair hails from. And we've got somebody named Kirkle something or other. I don't know if that's named after an ancient prehistoric fish or his parents were drawing from the Scrabble box when they were picking his name. You do want to, you've got a unit here that's in the village that's on fire,
Yeah.
so you got to move him out. So just thought I would remind you of that before he burst into flames.
Yeah.
It's Iggy Crichtel. Iggy Crichtel. Okay. Thank you for explaining the pronunciation. Now you just have to tell us what it means, Iggy. So.
Okay, there they are.
All right. Tightening the noose, are we?
They're not doing they're not changing facing in front of you. They're changed facing somewhere else.
No, they're fine, and they still have, they're in
Yeah.
they're in skirmish. So yeah, they could have just turned and then moved in. That's not a problem. So. Oh my gosh, it's the name of an IBM System 360 COBOL compiler. Wow. Okay, that is pretty interesting.
1, 2. Two. Okay. All right, 1, 2, 3, or 3, 4.
Hey, it's hexes and soldiers. All right, you got more stuff coming in, it looks like.
Okay. All right, let's see.
All right, Albert, where are you at now?
I'm up moving some of the
Reinforcements?
land, yeah, up north of the Blucher.
Okay.
Okay, those are all Calver. Okay. Okay. And okay. All right. Zeiton. I need to move him.
Last call. Last call, Christine, what's that? Last call. Out. Go out in Central Mexico. That's out.
Flip.
Go on.
You moving those reinforcements up, or is Robert moving those?
I think I'll go do it right now.
Well, somebody's moving these. That's why I was curious if you were moving them or if Robert was moving them.
Which ones?
These ones along here.
Oh, that's Robert. Must be Robert
Okay.
doing it.
So,
Okay, so
where
he's.
are you at?
If he's doing it, I don't see him moving them though. Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, there he goes. Okay. All right. Oh, I got to do these guys. Yeah.
Okay, so now you're over there by the pond.
Yep.
Cool.
Go, go, go. That's the last call.
Okay. Okay, these guys will come. Okay. Square.
Forming another line. All right, you got most of the stuff set, or still shaping
Yeah.
stuff out?
Who is this? That's me in square there? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you've got this chap here's in
I think
square.
I'll try and come out a square.
Okay,
And
I'll
but
give
I
a shot at
but
you.
can I come out a square and reface any direction I want to?
Yeah, when you come out of square, you'll be facing anywhere you want and in whatever formation you want. So
All right. Okay.
so let me take a shot at you first. So I'm gonna have I got
There.
4 increments. I got 12, and you've got a fire defensive 4. So well, you've got a fire defensive 6 because you're in that terrain. So it's a 2-to-1 shot. Here we go. 23, nothing.
Okay. Good. Okay, so I'll get rid of that. And he's now. Okay. All right. All right. I think I'm pretty much there, maybe.
Okay.
All right.
People are
Let me just
suggesting that your
let me
dog
take
your
let me
dog
take one
needs
quick
a
let
beer.
me take one quick look here. This guy is going to come in and change to
Do I get another opportunity shot, or where are you at?
no.
Oh, okay. So remember, if
Okay.
you want your land veer or anything else to go into line, they have to roll to see how many movement points it costs them.
Well, he's okay. All right.
So yeah, so I
Now
know that
he's-
you've got these guys up here that came out of road column and stuff like that. So anything, I mean, the only ones that don't have to worry about it. So like these chaps here, they're in line, they're in line. They would have had to roll to see how many movement points it would cost.
Except they're not Landwehr.
No. It's anybody but your Fusiliers and your Jaegers. So
Oh.
even your regular musketeers have that issue. I mean, obviously, at this
Well,
point,
these
it
guys
doesn't matter
were
because we can't remember where they
these
were and whatnot.
particular guys here were already in line, the gray guys. And the other guys were already in line too.
Okay, that's
So
fine. I mean, but we just have to just remember that when you're trying to.
this guy, however, he was in column, I think. I can't remember what he was in, quite frankly, but he might have been in column. So, but I could move, so I might move him like one there, right?
Right.
2 there. He might not he might. I'll put him in column.
Yeah, so they can. So if they're in column, they're fine. And I think it was. I think it's really forming in line that's the big hang up for the Prussians um, with this. So yeah. So let me see.
No, not that one.
So basically, anything but your Fusiliers and Schutzen. If they want to go into line, they have to make a die roll to determine the number of movement points the formation will change. Cost will change. So it doesn't cost 1 for them. It could cost 6. And if you've already spent some points moving them, and then you roll and it exceeds their available movement point, then they have to make a morale check. So we'll try to remember that the next time.
Is that premier rules?
No, that is the exclusive rules that are part of the Ligny game.
Yeah, I don't see. Quite frankly, I don't see how you're supposed to do that. Figure all that stuff up, and move your people at the same time. That just is no. So I figured that wasn't part of the premier rules.
No, it's part of the.
That makes
part
it
of
damn
the-
near impossible to figure out. I mean, you cannot calculate all that stuff and move the people in 15 minutes.
Well, but
know.
you have to understand these rules were made for 5th edition, and so you
Yeah,
maybe
I
have
realize that.
you might have 2 brigades that are moving. So then it's easy. You got 10 minutes to move 2 brigades, maybe 3
Yeah.
brigades. So it's a
I
different.
realize that, but we're applying it to a situation where you're.
And that's
you're-
the easy,
you're moving
the easy
ha-
way of
you're
handling
moving-
it is that nobody can go into line except the Fusiliers. I think that's a good compromise, don't you, Albert?
I think what you should do is give 10 minutes for every corps that you're moving, because a corps is about right for 10 minutes, and you should so the time allotment. And even if you have something like that, it ought to even be adjusted further, because you're applying a 5th edition deal, which has no time limit, to a
No,
premier
5th edition does.
time.
5th edition has a 10-minute move.
Oh,
So
yeah.
when you're but with 5th edition you can only move what has a move. So with 5th edition you wouldn't have all this stuff that you were moving. You'd only have a fraction of this stuff that would be moving, and so therefore it wouldn't eat up your 10 minutes. It's only an issue because we're playing with Premier, and the sky's the limit on what you want to move.
Right.
Well, we're already
Right.
well past our 15-minute
Right.
allotment anyway, so
Right.
you know
Okay.
I'm not going to be a
Yep.
stickler for it. And not
Okay.
a Whitaker's Alcibiades, as they say.
Thank God I'm moving soon to the regs only.
Is that what you're going to do? So are you liking the regs?
The regs are the best, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I've the one thing, I mean, I could probably play it, but a lot of the stuff with the melee is just so you need basically a flow chart to handle.
Yeah, you do, but I mean, it's not too hard after you learn it.
Yeah, I thought that it gave too much power to the defense. Where here you have this attack and it's a 4-to-1 attack, and then they roll something, and now suddenly the odds shifted 3 columns in the other guy's favor, and now you're at a 1-to-1 attacker. I mean, they had all kinds of kind of stuff like that made it really, I think, too favorable for the defense.
Well, it does give artillery. It does increase artillery, I think.
Oh yeah.
You've got a
Because
lot
the
more
artillery was
artillery.
firing twice, right? It had.
Yeah, it's firing twice, and it's very powerful. It doesn't have to wait for Jason fire, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I mean,
it's-
they
it's
kind of
firing-
nerfed
it's
opportunity
firing.
fire, but then
it's firing like it's like in the 5th, like it's on the fence on the phasing player, So
yeah.
every time, and it fires 2 times. And then the other thing is kind of that I think could be changed to the better about the regs is that you disorder in place rather than retreat any. And I
Right.
think it might be good if you disordered and moved a little bit, because what happens is your lines just become uh, it's become two lines of disordered units. You
Yeah,
know,
because even if you win the combat, you're disordered. So you advanced into the, enemy occupied hex, and now you're disordered,
well,
and you
that's
can't
an
recover
assault.
if you are within. Yeah,
Yeah, but I think that's a good thing, because I think if you when you're doing a melee like that, advance into a melee, I think you would be disordered. Uh, you wouldn't be in good order at the end of that charge.
yeah. I don't know. It's there were a number of things that I found kind of tedious with it, but I haven't. Robert and I haven't played it in ages, so we tried it a long time ago. All right, are
Yeah.
we ready to do some shooting?
Yep. Okay.
Okay, let's start down here at
Church.
the church. So I'm pretty sure I've got that's going to be uh, 24 plus another 20. So I got. Is there 2.5 to 1? Yeah, I think I got 2.5 to 1 on.
I know you had a setback last time,
I
if I
did. Yeah,
remember.
these guys got greased.
Yeah. Yeah.
Half of them are dead, so that's going to be another um, 12. So yeah, I've got 2.5 to 1 on you there. Here we
Okay.
go. 54 at 2.5 to 1 is another hit.
Okay. Well,
And
that's
that's
about.
it. They're dead.
Oh, okay.
They only
All
had
right.
one increment left.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. You've got the church.
I know. I can promptly bury all of my wounded and dead, skirmishers there. So,
So I got okay. All right.
all right. Moving up the
Moving up to the.
line here. Let's see. Well, we'll take a pot shot. We've
Oh,
got.
I might as well fire back. No, I don't.
You
I get
don't.
a one.
Yeah. In Premier, it's defensive fire goes first, and
So
then
I'll go on the top and then work myself clockwise.
yeah.
Okay.
However you
One to
want to do it.
three.
No, 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 no. It's not simultaneous fire.
Oh,
It's
that's right.
the
Well, I'm going to
defensive
forget
fire
about it
first, and then
otherwise.
offensive fire.
I'm going
So
to forget about it otherwise, though.
yeah.
So.
No, no, no. You don't. If your unit's dead, it's not shooting in the offensive
Oh.
fire phase.
Oh,
So
I
unlike
see
say
what you
fifth
mean.
edition and some of the others that it's simultaneous fire, in this
Oh,
one
yeah.
it's defender goes first, and then if
All
there's
right.
anything left, then the other guy gets to shoot.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well, we'll take a shot at these chaps here. So I've got who are these guys? They're guard grenadier. They are ×5, so it's going to be 20, and you've got a defense of 9. So 2 to 1 on these guys here. 61 at 2 to 1 is another hit.
That's the guys
That's the guy
down
that
in
we're
clear.
in clear right here.
Okay. Mm. Okay, that's even. Okay.
Yep, so they don't check. All right, then we'll fire here on that. So I've got these chaps, and they're going to be ×4, so that's going to be 20. And then these guys are going to be another 16. So it's going to be 26 to
20.
no, it's going to be 36 to 20. So 1.5 to 1, and that's a miss. All right, and then these guys will just fire here. It's a 1 to 3 shot, and that's nothing. These guys will fire here, so this is going to be 12 to 16. 65. That is a palpable hit on your rifles.
You sure it's palpable?
I'm pretty sure you're feeling it. I don't know how many increments you have. I think you got 2 increments there, so.
Yeah, that
But
wasn't
they got to
good.
make a morale check,
Yeah. Okay.
and they
Okay.
pass. All right. Let's see here. What should we do? We'll have these guys and these guys and these guys. So we'll have these 2 fire there. So that's going to be 24 to 11.
11.
Yep. So 2 to 1. And that's another hit. And that's going to be a morale check for your Fusiliers. And they'll have a -6 for being half dead.
45.
45, 35.
Probably
I'm sure
good.
they're good. Yeah, most of your Fusiliers had pretty good stuff. All right, then these skirmishers will fire here. So let's see, what have I got there? How many increments do I have? 5. So I've got 20. So just a 1-to-1 shot on those chaps. 53. That's a hit on them. And you'll have a morale.
Wait a minute. Let me see if they're even. What they are. They're 2. Okay.
Yeah. So make a morale check and see what's left. Yep, they're
Okay.
happy. All right, and we got some other people to shoot at. So we'll fire here on these chaps. So I'm going to have 12 to 6, 2 to 1 on those boys. And that's a hit. And a morale check for them. And
Okay.
they're happy. All right. Then what's next? I'll have these guys fire here. So that's going to be 12 to 11. So 1 to 1. And that's a miss. Then I've got what? These 2 guys will fire here. So that's going to be 24 to 20. So it's a 1 to 1. And that's a miss. All right. And then I've got this shot here. So that's going to be 12 to 8. 1.5 to 1. And I think that is a miss. Yep. All right. Yeah, I don't think I've got anything else that's adjacent. So
All right.
turn to shoot.
Okay. I'll start up this way.
Okay.
So I'll start right here,
Okay.
and I've got Jaegers there. Probably they must
They're
be
Fusiliers. So you've got 5
Fusiliers.
increments of Fusiliers, and your Fusiliers are ×3 in skirmish. So you've got 15. Halved is going to be 7. So you'll have, if you're firing here, that's the only one you could really shoot at. You'd have a 1-to-1 shot on that cavalry.
What about the other guys that I'm next to?
Oh, sorry.
Aren't they just a 6 or a 4?
Yeah. You're right. They're right here. So yeah, you've got you'd have 2.5 × 3. You'd have 8 to 8 to 6. You'd have a 1-to-1 shot on those guys.
1-to-1.
I thought
No.
that was your cavalry for a second. So
Yeah,
sorry.
mine's at top in that line.
Okay.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay. Now the other guy, let's see. Okay, we've got that's it for there. Now I have these 2 guys. So this guy, the Fusiliers are unfortunately in column. So see what they are. Flip them over. So they're 8. And the other guys are in this
They are in the
they're in the special structure,
right,
aren't they?
So you'd have 6. So you have
6.
8 and 6.
Oh,
So you're going to
14.
have 14 to 11.
14 to 11, 1-to-1.
1-to-1. your kind of odds.
Come on, Al. What are you doing? Okay. Why are you squandering these opportunities? Okay, so now I've got this guy in the church.
Yep.
Oh no. Oh, I guess I should have had I should have added him
It
in
wouldn't have
too.
made a difference with that die roll.
Okay.
35.
Okay, so then it would have been here. I'll go there.
Okay.
He's probably four times
So
three.
basically 4 times 3 then divided. So it's 4
Four
to
times three
4 to
is 12.
11.
So
One to
yeah,
three.
he works out to be. It's on the these guys that no, they haven't lost anything. I thought those guys had lost something. Okay, yeah, okay, I'll fire on the guys that are 2,
Okay. Nope.
15. I won't kill anybody. Okay, these guys are. We have the musketeers, 2 sets of musketeers
Right.
times
So you're going
2,
to
so
have.
it's
So they're not
8 and
times
an 8.
3. They are times 2.
Yeah, they're 8 and an 8.
8
I
and 8
think
is 16. Yep.
16 to 11.
16 to 11. No.
Boy, super rolling here. Super rolling. Let's see. Now we'll go down to firing on this guy.
Okay.
And we have a
You've got the same thing. You've got 16,
Times-
but it's 16 to 9.
16 to 9. Yes. Oh, man. 16 to 9. No, that's
1.5 to 1.
not-
Oh,
not
yeah.
enough.
You needed a 36. You needed a 42. Yeah.
okay. The Jaegers.
Yep. There's one
On
increment,
the,
so that's going to be 3 to. I've got a defensive 15, 16, whatever.
Yeah.
So just a 1 to 3 shot.
1 to
there.
3. Okay. Now we'll fire on this guy.
Okay.
We'll fire these guys, the Fusiliers, times 3. So
All right,
that's
so you got 3
times
times 3. That's going to
9.
be 9. And then you got.
And the other
those
guys
guys.
are Fusiliers
And
times.
I don't know how many increments do you have there in that hex.
Let me see.
You got
6.
6. So 6 times 3 is going to be 18 plus 9. You've got 27. 27 to 11. You've got 2.
I think
to
they're
1.
in column.
Who's in column?
That's 6, 8.
Nope, he's in line.
Well, it looks like his base is on a hex side, so
Oh, is it?
wouldn't-
Okay, because
Yeah.
he'd fired last turn. I thought he was in line.
yeah.
Okay,
Right,
well,
he's in column.
if he's in column, he's in column. He's got a defensive 8, so you've got 3 to 1.
3 to 1.
30.
Oh, I
that's a
finally-
hit.
Can't get out of the 30s, but I have to get up the odds up. So
That's okay.
it is. So he lost 1.
Yes, I just marked him.
Okay. Now we go to these rifles. There's only one guy left. It's times 5, though, isn't it? 5
they
to
are times
11?
4. The Schutzen are
Okay,
times
so-
4.
4 to 11.
Yep.
That's a 1 to 3. Okay. And now we get these guys in the. Let's see. Okay, so the shot goes on this guy.
Okay.
So that's a 1 to
That's
3
gonna
probably.
be- you've got 2. It's 2 to 16. Yeah, it's the 1 to 3.
Oh
Hey, that's a hit.
my goodness! What a 1 to 3s occasionally happen.
Occasionally,
Okay.
miracles happen.
Okay, and that's a 2, or I don't know how many. It's a
So this guy's got 2, and this
2,
guy's
and this guy's got
he's
6
going to
times
have 12. He's going to have 4. So you'll have 6 to 11 there.
6 to 11. Okay, so this is more like a 1 to 2.5 or something.
Yeah. Hey, that's a hit too.
Yeah.
All right, you're chipping away at
And
them.
finally 4 on these guys.
Okay.
And I have, I
It's
don't
the
know if
same
I,
thing.
yeah.
It's 4 to 11.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Now we move over to here. So we've got the Fusiliers. So they're times 3, that's 12, plus the Musketeers, who are,
They're 8. So you're going to have 20.
I might break this up.
Okay.
I might break this up. So I might fire on the
On the cavalry.
Empress Dragoons.
Okay.
We're
So
at
you
10, but
have,
they're only at
2 to
10.
1.
So 2 to 1 on the Dragoons.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's a hit. Is there a leader
That's
there?
a
No, there's
66.
no leader
That's
there.
probably
That's
2.
2 hits.
That's probably 2 hits.
That is. Boom. Boom. All right. Let's make a morale check. They
Oh, they don't
pass.
And then, well, that was worth it. So then I have the Musketeers are firing 8
to
8
to
8 to 8.
No, because I'm
Oh.
in column. I'm in line.
You're
here,
11.
So 8 to. No, it is because I've got more than 7 increments there. So my fire
Oh.
defense is 6, but it's
Right,
plus 2.
okay.
So it's 8 to 8. It's a 1-to-1 shot.
Right.
No.
Okay. All right. Now, I'm gonna see if we have some targets of opportunity here. Okay, that's 18 and 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 8. Okay, we've got 6 and 6 on this guy. We're going to shoot these guys
Okay. Where are they
on.
shooting? On those guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So you've got 12. So it's a 2-to-1 shot. 16. Nope.
All right. Let's see, who else have we got here? Let's see down here. We got artillery. We got a cavalry unit there, but that's only 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope. Can't get there. Okay. These, let's see what that is. Okay, the next artillery over to the left. This one.
Okay.
We will fire on straight down the row. Or no, not straight, but right here.
Okay. So it's the same thing. It's a 2-to-1 from the looks of it. And your leader adds in 3.
So that does make it to a hit.
Okay, let me make a morale check. And we pass.
All right, and these guys probably should have fired them at the. Let's see. Can't see that I probably should have fired them over this way. Okay, I don't know if I can fire at these guys or not. Let's see, they're a range of 12. Yeah, I think I can fire them on these guys. Yeah.
Where are you at? I don't know what you're highlighting.
This guy?
Okay, those guys, yeah.
Firing on these guys.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that cavalry there, the 8, 11. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's your.
That's the howitzer.
That's the howitzer. Yeah. So go ahead and roll to see if it's on target.
No, if that's the howitzers, I am going to do it instead right here. No,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
or right. I would say right here. Let's put it
4,
there.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So which one?
Put it on the 7, 9.
Okay. All right. So now go ahead and roll.
Ah, that's stupid. It's not that I'm giving away a lot of empty spaces there. So right here. Okay.
Okay, fine. So go ahead
Okay.
and roll and see where it goes. So see if
Mm-hmm.
it's on target. A 1, 2, or 3. So it's not on target. So now go ahead and roll one more die and see which hex it lands in. A 4. So the 4 is going to be here. So it's going to be a 6, 2, 6 with a +4.
Okay.
So 1 to 1 with a +4.
Nope. Okay. All right. I think that's everything.
All right. Do you have any melee?
Melee.
Any assaults?
Okay. Let's see. I think we will. I think. Oh boy, those are musketeers. Okay, I think we'll do couple.
Okay.
Hold on, let me get it out. Okay.
All right. So
And
which one do you
hold
want
on,
to do?
I'm
Okay.
still looking.
Okay. No worries. Take your time.
I think that's it. Okay, let's do the one by the in the village first.
Okay. Sure. So you've got, looks like 4 and 4. You've got 8 increments to my 6 increments. So it is a 1 to 1 on the charts. So there's no benefit for me, but you'll have a -3. So let me go ahead and
Okay.
roll and see if I stand. 45, so I stand. So
Okay.
you'll now roll and you'll have a -3 on each of their
Okay,
rolls.
the black guys first.
So the ones that are in the here in the structure,
No, the other guys, the other
these
black
guys.
guys.
Okay. So you rolled a
So I got a
42.
42.
So that should be fine. That's going to be a 30 something,
Yeah.
which should be good.
And the gray guys are
Mhm. 65.
okay.
So they're good. All right. So then go ahead and just calculate your odds. Each of your chaps has lost 1. So he's about 2 for each one. So he's going to be worth, say, 15. And then that guy's exactly 2 for each one. So he's going to be 10. So you've got 25. And then move this off. Let me flip my guy. I've got 15. So it's 1.5 to 1 on the melee table. No pluses, no minuses.
Here we go.
15. So that's going to be a blank. So let's see here what it says. A blank defending infantry. All attackers and defenders retreat 1 hex. There's no loss for either attacker or defender. So I will just move back, and then you will need to move yours.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
All right, what's next?
The other one.
Okay, so same thing. Do you have both of these musketeers attacking?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So this is a 8 to 6. So it is another 1 to 1. So there's no pluses or minuses for me. Let me roll. 55. So I passed, but you'll have, this guy will have a -3, and this guy will have a -6 since he took a hit, as well as the roll for the odds.
Okay, the blue guy first.
Okay. 41. He's going to be fine.
The other guy.
No, he's going to
26.
disorder. That's going to be a 16.
25. He's good.
No, but he's got a -3 for
Oh,
the
oh,
odd,
-6.
and he's got a
Okay, I see.
-3 because he took a hit in the previous
Okay.
round.
All right,
So
got
you
it.
have to disorder
Okay.
back.
Okay, let me get disorder out. So,
So he's 1, 2, 3.
okay.
Make a morale
Now
check
it's-
for this guy before we forget.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is Landveer. 42. He should probably be okay. I don't think you had anybody that was worse than
I
that.
don't have anybody that high, I don't think.
Yeah.
32.
All right.
Okay.
So now we just go ahead and flip your guy over and see what he's worth. It's probably about the same. So he's lost 2 increments. So he's lost, say, about almost 5. So he's got 12, maybe 13 if we're being generous. And I've got 15. So you're at the 1 to 2. No
Boy.
pluses, no minuses.
Okay.
16
All right.
at 1 to 2. Attacker disorders. So you're going to lose an increment. And then you're going to disorder back 3 hexes.
Well, it didn't work out too good.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how the universe goes.
Pretty hard with the
sometimes.
Prussians. Pretty hard with those Prussians. Okay, so I'm going to go back here. 1, 2, 3. Back to here. Disorder. Hey, I'll check for.
Yep, for that fun guy.
I wonder why that won't go on the hex on there. Okay. Check that other guy. 42. He's still good.
Still good. They're still motivated for
All right.
king and country.
Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Now I've got to do some rally though.
Yes. Yeah. So let's start with the guys that are routed. So where do you want to begin?
I'll start up at Artois Barretts.
Oh yeah, we got a whole boatload of people up there. Okay. So
Okay,
this
we'll
one
start
here.
at the top.
So he's got a -12. He's happy. Not much left of him, but he's happy.
Yeah, not much left. Hey, the next guy down.
Okay.
41.
41's going to be a 31. I'm not sure what those
32.
32.
So
No, he's going to keep going.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. 6. That's
Yep,
it for
that's
him.
it for him.
Now we go over here to this guy.
Okay. 64. He's happy.
Okay. Now we'll go down to this guy.
Okay.
Oops, this guy.
I kind of figured that. Unless you have the
15.
close. Nope, he's going to run
You
away.
need a. Oh,
Send him back
2,
another 6
3,
hexes.
4, 5, 6.
Yep.
Okay. Now these guys.
Okay, he's got a -12.
And
Plus
3.
Nah, he's going to go.
Oh.
Even with Tippelkirch, it's not good enough to save him.
6. Okay. Not that way. Okay, and now I'll go down to these guys. The 8-7.
The one that's in the
Yeah.
forest? Yep, okay.
Yep.
So you just got a -6. So that's going to be a 24.
I don't think so. Maybe.
Maybe some of your musketeers are better than some. No, it's
24, no.
No, he's going to keep
Oh.
routing. So
Oh.
so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll get him there
Whoops.
approximately.
All right, and I've got these guys over here by the.
These ones here.
Yeah, I wonder if those are Roberts, but maybe they are, maybe they aren't. I'll go ahead and rally them. So 52, okay.
So that's going
He's
to
good.
be a 42. Yeah.
All right, now let's see this guy in amongst. Yeah, that guy.
Yep.
65.
There's not much left of him, but he's happy to be back.
All right. Now let's see if there are any disorders to speak of.
You've
Let's
got a
try.
couple floating around back here.
Yeah. Let's try it from the top down.
Okay. Where are you at?
I'd say let's try this guy.
Okay. That's
25.
going to be a 22.
Don't think he's going to do it, but
Probably
I'll
not.
check.
No,
No.
he's a 25. So he's gonna
He's gonna-
moving back 7. And he'll just go straight up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Finish right about there.
I'll check for this guy.
Yep. The lanes
Okay.
here are very motivated.
Now the next guy.
Yep. No,
Oh, he
he's gonna
didn't.
route.
Damn it, that's those guys. I needed those guys. Oh well, doesn't matter.
There's more where they came
This
from.
this is a hopeless situation anyway.
1, 2, 3,
4,
5,
5,
6,
6.
7. Same thing, right up there next to the other chap.
I have to do it again.
Yep.
That guy, 34. He probably didn't make it.
Survey says
Made it.
31. They passed.
Yeah. Okay. Now
Those chaps.
I'll do these guys. Well, you can't make anything here.
24. Yeah, it's going to be a 21.
Yeah. I don't think anybody's a 21.
Well, your Fusiliers might be, but not your regular old run-of-the-mill Musketeers.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Then these guys over here, the Landwehr.
Yep. Hey, they're happy.
Landwehr finally. It's depressing. It's so depressing to play the Prussians. Okay, so let's see.
All right. I think
That's
that
it,
takes
I
care
think.
of everybody. Now, the only other thing is that you've got this cavalry that recovered. This one that's up here by the Moulin de Bussy. So the exhausted markers should come off of them.
Okay.
And all the other cavalry was involved in the French turn at 4 o'clock. So.
All right. All right. Thank God that's over with. Another turn over with.
Yeah. Well, let's go see. It looks like there's some melee going on over here in Ligny.
All right. I'll see you there.
Yeah.
Okay. God. How much fun.
The other stack has to make a check again.
This stat. All right,
How's
this
it
is
going?
This is just. I may as well just run the whole army away, and so then the game will be over quicker. I'm not even going to put up any resistance anymore. This is just pathetic. These Prussians are just. They deserve to die. Okay.
I don't detect
so the
any
top
bitterness
guy.
there.
My sentiments exactly. How do we get stuck playing that?
Well, the top unit passes, and let's try the bottom unit. Oh no,
You have to
they're
be
out of
a-
there.
You have to be a masochist to play the Prussians in this game.
I tell you, you do. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Well, there goes all of my hopes for any kind of assault on anything. Okay.
Eric.
And then these
Yes.
guys have to make morale checks now too.
Pre-melee morale check. Is it per unit or per stack?
Pre-melee morale check is per stack. I mean, it's
We
just
did it
easier
right,
to
Eric.
do it that way.
Yeah. All right. We did it right there, Robert.
Yeah, we did. That's
Okay.
Yeah.
That's something right.
That's what we figured it to.
Yeah, and in
Okay.
fact, I mean, it's usually for like most of the stuff. So 5th edition was really clear in it when it said you make one morale check for the stack, and if the top unit passes, then all the units that are stacked underneath it pass. But if the top unit fails, then the next one down has to make a morale check, and it'll have a penalty, kind of a thing.
That's a 5th edition.
That's 5th edition. So in Premier, usually, just to keep things simple, if the top unit passes, they all pass. Because otherwise, you get times a stack with 3 units in it, and you're, going down one by one by one. So it just becomes more tedious.
All right, let me roll for this stack here and just get this misery over. Top unit, of course they don't pass. Bottom unit, oh, they pass. Well, I at least have 2 units left. Oh, and they had a -3 on top anyways because they got fired on. So that was even worse.
This
Okay.
is, we're still doing the reaction to the reactions to the reactions of one failed morale check right at the moment.
Yeah,
Right,
that's what
right.
it looks like, yeah.
1, 2, 3. We'll move them there.
Now, I don't think the officer has to go with them.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, the officer can stay with the other unit.
I'll just leave these guys disorder. Now these guys got to make another morale check. See if they pass.
They don't have
Of
their
course
disorder
they
thing.
don't.
They don't have their disorder thing on it.
No, they didn't. They hadn't disordered.
Weren't these guys the ones that were here?
Oh yeah. So now they are.
Is the double disorder allowed in this one?
No.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
if it was already disordered and then it disordered, yes, it would.
Oh,
so,
okay. That was already disordered. Yeah.
So then they
so
would
these
route.
guys got to finish another 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. Well, there goes everything. I think we'll just head back to Prussia right now. I'm gonna retire and make cuckoo clocks. All right, that's pretty much got rid of.
One of our viewers this is lamenting with you, Robert, and Michael says playing the Prussians is so depressing. Obviously, it's very depressing. So.
Oh yes.
right.
I should have a bottle of schnapps in front of me right now.
Yes, I'm sure that would be good.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm making my pre-melee morale check with a -3 because I took a casualty in your fire.
Who are you doing your morale check for?
The one you're assaulting. Aren't you assaulting here?
Oh right. Oh yeah, there's nobody left at the end. Forgot about that. Okay. Yeah, I did declare that as an assault, so.
Yeah, and I believe I failed. I'll check, but I have a feeling I might have
Yeah,
just
well, with
failed.
a
I
-3,
failed by
that's going to
1.
be a 20,
21.
22, and you've got to
oh,
do one better than
I'm-
that. So
22,
the top
and
unit is going to bug out.
But it's a whole stack.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing that, then yeah, you get the whole stack would bug out.
No. And dun, dun. And I'll do a morale check for that stack. Oh, they going too, I think.
Well, did he have two separate attacks?
Yeah. I had units here. You didn't see them, but they were there at one time, I promise you. And they were attacking this guy, and then these two stacks were attacking this one.
Okay, yeah. So this was a so this attack was attacking that one, that stack.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 7-1, 7-7. So it's a 1-1 attack. And then this one is 7.
So
And
these
how
two,
many increments did you have? You've got
these
8.
two.
Oh,
No, they're
just those two were combining on that one. So this
yeah.
one,
Oh,
So
wait
no
a minute.
one's assaulting that one.
Actually, wait a
not
minute.
anymore. All
I'm
the units that were assaulting that disappeared.
Yeah, you were okay. So you only have 7 and 14.
I would have
Oh,
14.
I get a
and-
+3 for that, don't I?
No, I still have 2 to 1 on you. 14
Right.
to
So
7.
he's so Robert. Just so we understand, those two stacks or these two hexes are only assaulting that one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yes. So given that the roll that you made, these guys would have disordered, but these guys wouldn't because they're not being assaulted.
Right.
Yeah, the guys who were
Assaulted
assaulting them.
before, but that's
Yeah.
the one they all routed away.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All right. So I'm looking for a morale disorder. There we go.
Right. And then you need to roll for this guy. They went over the top of him, I presume.
Well, they couldn't go over that. They went over this one here, and
Oh,
I
okay.
already rolled. And
Okay.
he also rolled a 24.
He's got a
Yes.
21, so he would have
What?
passed.
So, all right.
All right, and so then Robert, you can, you don't have to make a morale
fine.
check. You can advance into that hex with, or not. It's entirely up to you what you want to do. But those guys do have the discretion to advance into that hex that was previously occupied.
Can I assume any formation when I move in there?
No,
I
you
don't
you
have
would
to roll
basically you'd
for it.
have the same orientation and the same formation. So if you moved here, for example, this guy would still be facing the same way. He'd still be in column. But
Can I rotate him? Rotate him
nope,
toward
he
the.
just has the same. It's
So he would
same.
just be like
Yep,
this.
he'd just be like that. Now, because he's in the village hex, he doesn't have a flank. So he doesn't have any flanks. But he's just in column. But that's it.
But it's better to be defending across the bridge.
He is defending across the bridge. This is his front
I
hex
know.
side, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's why I want to move him there.
Yeah, yeah. So that's
Otherwise-
a better place for him. Plus, you cut off this guy.
And the artillery can't hit me from that angle.
Well, it would if he prolongs it into this hex, then he could fire
Oh.
on you next turn, right? He can move it one hex over. I mean, unless that's some kind of special structure, I think it's just a
it's
regular village
village.
hex, right? Yeah, he can
Yep.
just advance, prolong the guns into that, and all like. Well, actually, maybe not.
He'd have to
He'd
pull
probably
one.
have to limber them and then move them and then unlimber them.
Yeah, it's not a clear hex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got.
And he
little
has. He
village
already
in it.
has. He has 2.
I mean, he'd have to move stuff around, but he could. But yes, he couldn't shoot the way the artillery is currently positioned. He could not fire on you. He'd have to move the artillery unit if he wanted to take a shot at you.
Okay.
Yeah.
18 increments or 1 artillery, and 12 increments. Okay, yeah, he could move in there. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll still go in there because it's
Yeah,
worthwhile.
I mean, you need to. It's a good position to be. Otherwise, the French will just move in and reoccupy the hex. So
Oh, and more since everybody else ran away.
yeah. You do have a unit here that can't be in both hexes. So this is a general order hex. So this
Oh,
Lancer unit can either be in one hex or the other, but it can't be in both. Yeah.
okay.
All right. So it's now your recovery phase. I don't think, yeah, we're done with assaults.
Oh, do I have
I don't think
anything to
it's-
roll for a recovery? I don't know.
You're
I
looking
don't
all
think
right with
Robert's
this.
going to. Robert and myself, we're calling it a recovery phase is not quite right.
All right.
You're right,
Well, you've
Albert.
got a bunch of just routed stuff. It looks like so. Probably roll for that first.
Oh, the routed first. Let's see. Who's this is mine back here?
Yeah.
Okay, so they have a -6.
Yep.
Ah, no.
Yeah, he's
So
gonna
they
just
They're
keep
keep
half
running.
dead.
running.
They're even more. So
6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. Okay, and then we have these guys here. Oh, they're happy.
They're very
oh,
happy.
they're half dead. Okay.
Oh, they're half dead. So
Yeah.
that would be minus. Oh, they're still
They'd
with a
have.
6.
I mean, they'd have to have a melee or morale of 41
Yeah,
to
no.
fail. I doubt that's the case.
These are the Prussian Landwehr. You never know.
Well, flip it over and see.
No, it's probably 31.
Yeah, I think most of you 32.
30.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, Spanish mobs have the morales of 40, but this
Okay,
is
so
not
these-
Albuera.
Yeah, these guys have morales of 33. It's better just to leave them flipped over, because then you can see really easily. Okay. No,
Nope,
they're
they're
still
going to keep running.
Yeah, I don't know what their movement is. Hold on, I have to flip it back. Yeah, they're 6-2. 1, 2, 3. Hey, don't these things stay together?
You just have to lasso them.
I know. It's just again, I complain about this stuff. These guys. No, they still go back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then we have these guys here, -3. Nope. So they
They're going
just,
to route.
route. And they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These guys. This is artillery. When did they get disordered? Albert, was this on your side?
Nope.
I don't
that
think
was-
I
had
didn't do that.
artillery.
I didn't do that.
Yeah, no, that was when I did these guys. That was I assaulted them down here because they were sitting here, but he was or wherever it was, and he was unlimbered, or he wasn't limbered. Remember?
Oh,
Yeah, they
yeah,
moved across, but they hadn't unlimbered yet.
unlimbered yet. Okay. Oh, pfft.
Yep, so they're going to
They're-
route. So just move them back 6. I think the artillery is. You probably
It's
wanna
just
split them.
hilarious because I want to split them. Oh, because the artillery has better morale. That's
Well,
okay.
they usually when stuff is routed, it's stacked separately.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you're supposed to do that.
No, it's
Wouldn't it be better to have one roll?
because the Fusiliers move 8 and the artillery only moves 6.
Oh, I see. I
Right?
see what you
So the Fusiliers are going to outstrip the artillery.
I thought
when
it was they
route.
always just moved what was the slowest unit in the stack.
During normal movement, yes, but during route movement, you're moving your full speed. It's not like we're routing. Oh, let's hold back for the artillery that's routing with us. We're so
Well, it could be
kind. No,
organized
everyone for themselves.
I should face all these things going the right direction. Okay. All right. Well, that was fun.
Well, you still got a couple disorders there.
Oh, I know. I know.
Oh,
You don't have to remind me, Dave, and rub it in. Okay.
Oh my
60
God. So
every single-
Albert was rolling 60s to bring his guys back. I think Albert brought
No,
back at least 3 or 4 of his routed guys.
This is what's happened to me. Dave's shot at me and hit me like every time. I pass every single morale check from fire combat, and then everything goes down south after that.
and all his fire he shot
Every-
and couldn't
every
hit
s-
the broadside of a barn.
Oh my gosh.
I have not hit a single thing in an hour.
Wow.
I have not seen a single thing in an hour. It's just like these guys do not know what a gun is or something. Okay, so that's a +1 with this leader.
Yeah, a 16 ain't gonna cut it.
No, let's see. 62, finally. So those guys come back. And then this stack here.
Nope.
Another 16. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, right, if a grand plus disordered Landwehr goes by another one, they have to make a morale check and they go just straight to hell.
Yes.
That's probably a rule, I can imagine. Okay, I think that cleared up everything.
Well, it's a good thing you got more troops coming on there, right? They showed up
I
just
do.
in the nick of time.
I do. I do have some new stuff. Okay.
All right. Anything else that needs to be done recovery-wise? I don't think so. It doesn't look like there's
Nope.
any cavalry that's tired or exhausted. So I'm going to go ahead and move the clock forward to the 4:20 turn. There we go. All right. Cool. Well, another eventful turn here as a slow grind. That is the Battle of Ligny.
What happened on the
On our
Right.
side of the universe, I finally killed the last increment that was the troops holding the church here in Saint-Amand-le-Château.
yes.
Yeah, and then we exchanged gunnery with each other. He had a couple of melees that did not
Failed
work out
miserably.
too well. They kind of got rebuffed. So one, he had a unit fail, and that kind of spoiled the attack. And then this other one was kind of a push, where he attacked and it was a blank result. So we both kind of bounced back. So nothing too exciting in that realm. Yeah, so that's about it.
Well, I think I'm going to start a support group for people who play the Prussians. We definitely need to get together and commiserate.
There you go. Prussians, a Prussian support group. That should be fun.
There you go.
All right. Well, that's about it. I don't know that that we need to do anything else. So I'm going to go ahead and
Oh,
end the stream.
I will not be able to play next week, guys.
Oh, you won't. Where are you off